My child, last night was not normal, and if you skip this message now, you may never understand why your person suddenly lost control in front of everyone. The family gathering looked peaceful from the outside. Bright lights. Soft laughter. Plates moving across tables. Relatives pretending everything was perfect. But beneath those smiles, something deeper was waiting to explode. And the moment your person entered that house, the energy in the room completely changed. People stopped talking for a second. Some looked confused. Some looked nervous. Because your person did not walk in like before. Their eyes carried sleepless nights. Their silence carried pressure. Their heart carried your memory so strongly that they could barely hide it anymore. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you, and what happened next became the moment nobody in that family could ever forget. Your person tried to act calm. They greeted everyone politely. They sat down quietly. They forced small smiles. But inside, emotions were running wild. Every single thing inside that gathering reminded them of you. A song playing softly in the background. A couple laughing near the dining table. Someone talking about loyalty. Someone talking about true love. Every word felt like pressure building inside their chest. And then suddenly, one family member looked directly at them and asked a question that changed the entire night forever. So tell us. Are you truly happy now? The room became silent instantly. Even the music in the background suddenly felt distant. Everyone expected your person to laugh it off. Everyone expected a simple answer. But instead, your person froze completely. Their eyes lowered toward the floor. Their hands started trembling slightly. And for a few seconds, nobody moved. Don't skip now because this is where everything turned upside down. Then your person finally spoke. But their voice sounded broken in a way nobody had ever heard before. They said, I tried to move on. I really tried, but some people stay inside your soul no matter how far life takes you. The entire room went silent. One relative dropped the spoon in their hand. Another person looked away awkwardly. Because everyone suddenly understood that your person was talking about someone real. Someone unforgettable. Someone they still carried in their heart every single day. And without saying your name directly, everyone could feel exactly who they meant. Stay till the end because the next few moments became even more emotional. Your person stood up slowly from their chair and walked toward the window. Their eyes looked lost. Like someone fighting emotions they could no longer control. And then they said something so unexpected that even the elders in the room became speechless. They said, "You can pretend in front of the world. But your heart always tells the truth when the night becomes quiet." The atmosphere completely changed after that sentence. No one joked anymore. No one smiled anymore. Because for the first time, your person stopped hiding what they truly felt. Years of emotion started pouring out slowly. They admitted they had been carrying regret. Carrying memories. Carrying late-night thoughts they never confessed to anyone. And the strangest part? The more they spoke, the more emotional the entire room became. Some family members looked shocked. Others looked emotional themselves. Because nobody expected your person to reveal something this deep during a family gathering. But last night, something inside them broke open completely. And then came the biggest moment of all. Don't skip now because this part changes everything. One elder family member suddenly asked them quietly, "If you still feel this strongly, then why are you pretending to live without them?" Your person could not answer immediately. They looked away. Their eyes became emotional again. The silence felt heavier than thunder. And after a long pause, they whispered something nobody expected to hear. They said, "Because I was afraid they stopped feeling the same." The entire room froze after that sentence. Imagine carrying love so deep, yet staying silent because of fear. Imagine missing someone every single day while pretending to be okay in front of everyone. That was your person last night. Completely overwhelmed. Completely exposed emotionally. And in that moment, everyone inside that house realized one truth: your connection was never ordinary. Something huge is still waiting ahead. Because last night was not the ending of your story. It was the beginning of the truth finally coming out. The silence after those words became unbearable. Nobody inside that family gathering expected your person to reveal emotions that deep. For years they had hidden everything behind fake smiles, short conversations, and quiet distance. But last night, something completely changed inside them. And if you skip this moment now, you will miss the most shocking part of the entire story. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your person stood near that window trying to control their emotions, but their heart was already speaking louder than their mind. Every person in that room could feel it. The energy had changed. Even the people who normally joked around were now completely silent. It felt like time itself had stopped just to hear what your person would say next. Then suddenly, one younger family member asked a question nobody expected. They said, "If they still matter this much to you, why did you let them go?" The room froze again. Your person closed their eyes for a second as if that question touched the deepest part of their soul. And then, slowly, they smiled in the saddest way possible. Not because they were happy, but because they finally realized they could no longer hide the truth from themselves. Don't skip. This next part changed everything forever. Your person looked around at every family member sitting there and quietly said, "Sometimes people leave physically, but emotionally they never leave your heart." The moment those words came out, even the strongest people in that room became emotional. Because everyone suddenly understood that your person had been carrying this pain silently for a very long time. The air inside the house felt heavier with every second. Some relatives looked at each other nervously. Others could not even maintain eye contact anymore. Because your person was no longer pretending. Last night was the first time they stopped hiding behind pride. The first time they admitted that no matter how much time passed, your memory still lived inside them every single day. Stay till the end because something unbelievable happened next. One elder in the family slowly stood up and walked toward your person. Everyone thought they were going to calm the situation down. But instead, they placed a hand on your person's shoulder and said something nobody expected to hear. They said, "Real connections never disappear. They only wait for the right moment to return." The second those words entered the room, your person looked completely stunned. For a moment they could not even speak. It felt as if the universe itself was speaking directly to them through someone else. Their eyes filled with emotion again, but this time it was different. This time there was hope hidden inside the pain. And that is when everyone noticed something shocking. Your person immediately reached for their phone. Their hands were shaking slightly. Their breathing changed. Because deep inside, they were thinking about only one person, you. Don't skip now because this next moment became unforgettable. Everyone in that room watched silently as your person stared at your contact for several long seconds. Nobody interrupted them. Nobody moved. It was like the entire family gathering had turned into one emotional moment frozen in time. And then, your person whispered something almost too quiet to hear. They said, "Maybe it's not too late." The atmosphere changed instantly. Some family members looked surprised. Others looked emotional. Because nobody expected your person to finally reach this point. After all the silence, after all the distance, after all the emotional walls, something inside them finally cracked open last night. And the craziest part? This happened in front of everyone. Not privately. Not secretly. In front of the entire family gathering. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your person kept staring at your name on their phone like they were fighting the biggest emotional battle of their life. Their mind was full of fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of silence. Fear that maybe too much time had already passed. But their heart kept pulling them toward you stronger and stronger every second. Then suddenly, one message notification appeared on their screen. And the moment they saw it, their entire expression changed. Nobody in the room knew what appeared on that phone. But everyone could see one thing clearly. Your person's eyes instantly filled with emotion in a way nobody had ever seen before. Something massive shifted inside them at that exact moment. Something unforgettable. And what happened after that message changed the entire night forever. Nobody in that family gathering understood what happened the moment your person looked at that notification. 1 second they looked completely broken, and the next second their entire expression changed. Their eyes widened slightly. Their breathing stopped for a moment. And suddenly the silence inside that room became even heavier than before. Don't skip now because this is where the story becomes unforgettable. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your person kept staring at the screen like the message carried something powerful enough to shake their entire world. Everyone sitting there noticed it immediately. Even the people talking quietly in the corner stopped speaking. Because whatever appeared on that phone, clearly touched your person in the deepest way possible. Your person slowly lowered the phone, but they could not hide the emotion on their face anymore. For the first time that night, there was no pretending left. No fake smile. No emotional mask. Just truth. Raw truth. And then one family member finally asked the question everyone was thinking. Who sent that message? The room became completely silent again. Your person looked down for a few seconds, almost like they were deciding whether to reveal the truth or keep hiding it forever. But last night was different. Last night their heart was stronger than their fear. Stay till the end because the next words changed the atmosphere forever. Your person looked up slowly and said, "The one person I could never truly forget." The second those words came out, shock spread across the room instantly. Some relatives exchanged nervous looks. Others became emotional without even realizing it. Because suddenly everything made sense. The sadness. The silence. The emotional breakdown. The trembling hands. It was never random. It was always connected to you. Don't skip because something massive happened next. Your person opened the message again and read it silently while standing there in front of everyone. And whatever they read, completely shook them emotionally. Their eyes filled with tears they tried desperately to hold back. But this time it was impossible. One single message had reached the deepest part of their soul. The family members sitting nearby could feel it without even reading a single word themselves. And then came the moment nobody expected. Your person suddenly smiled while crying at the same time. Not because the pain disappeared, but because hope returned after feeling lost for so long. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. One older relative quietly whispered, that message brought them back to life. And honestly, everyone in that room felt the same thing. Your person looked different now. Lighter. Softer. Like someone who finally found air after drowning emotionally for too long. The energy around them completely shifted. Even the atmosphere inside the house changed. People who were tense before suddenly became quiet observers of something incredibly emotional unfolding right in front of them. Then your person finally spoke again. Their voice was softer this time, but every word carried powerful emotion. They said, "You know what hurts the most? Pretending you stopped caring when your heart never stopped loving." The room froze once again. Nobody interrupted them. Nobody even moved. Because every sentence coming from your person felt painfully real. It felt like years of hidden emotions were finally escaping all at once. Don't skip now because the next revelation shocked everyone inside that gathering. Your person admitted that every important moment in their life still reminded them of you. Every celebration felt incomplete. Every happy moment carried a strange emptiness. And every night, no matter how hard they tried, their thoughts always found their way back to you. One family member suddenly asked quietly, "Then why didn't you tell them all this sooner?" That question hit deeply. Your person looked away toward the window again. The lights outside blurred through emotional eyes. And after a long silence, they whispered something that nobody in that room will ever forget. They said, "Because sometimes the people you love the most are also the people you fear losing again." The moment those words entered the room, complete silence took over. Even the background music suddenly felt emotional. Stay till the end because something unbelievable is about to happen. Your person looked back down at their phone one more time, and this time their fingers slowly began typing a response. Not out of pressure. Not out of loneliness. But because deep inside, they finally realized some connections are too powerful to keep running from forever. The moment your person started typing that message, the entire family gathering became silent in a way nobody had ever experienced before. It no longer felt like a normal evening. It felt like everyone was witnessing a life-changing moment unfolding right in front of them. Don't skip now because this part changes everything forever. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your person stared at the screen carefully, typing slowly, deleting words, typing again. As if every sentence carried years of hidden emotion. Their hands were trembling slightly, but not from fear anymore. This was different. This was the feeling of someone finally becoming honest with their own heart after running from the truth for far too long. One relative quietly whispered, "I've never seen them like this before." And honestly, nobody had. Your person always appeared strong on the outside. Calm. Controlled. Unaffected. But last night, every emotional wall completely collapsed. The family members sitting around the room were no longer gossiping or laughing. They were watching silently because deep inside, everyone could feel something powerful was happening. Don't skip because the next moment became unforgettable. Your person finally finished typing the message, but before pressing send, they froze again. Their thumb hovered over the screen while thousands of emotions rushed through their mind at once. Fear. Hope. Regret. Love. Memories. Everything collided together in one emotional second that felt endless. And then suddenly, one elder family member spoke again. Their voice was calm, but their words hit deeply. They said, "Some people enter your life for a reason bigger than timing." The moment your person heard that sentence, tears filled their eyes again instantly. Because deep inside, they knew it was true. No matter how much time passed, no matter how much distance existed, your connection never truly disappeared. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Your person looked around that room one last time and realized something shocking. The entire family already knew. Maybe not every detail, but they knew someone still owned your person's heart completely. And for the first time ever, your person stopped trying to deny it. Then came the biggest moment of the entire night. Don't skip now because this revelation shocked everyone. Your person finally pressed send. Yes, after all the silence, after all the emotional distance, after all the fear, they finally sent the message. The room stayed completely frozen for several seconds afterward. Even your person looked stunned by their own courage. It was like they could not believe they finally did the one thing their heart had wanted for so long. One family member smiled emotionally while another quietly wiped tears from their eyes. Because everyone understood this was not just a text message. This was years of hidden emotions finally finding their way back toward the person they truly belonged to. And then something unbelievable happened next. Stay till the end because this changes the entire story. Only moments after sending the message, your person's phone lit up again instantly. A reply. Fast. Unexpectedly fast. The moment they saw it, their breathing completely changed. Their eyes widened. And for a second, they could not even open the message because emotions were overwhelming them too strongly. Everyone in that room noticed immediately. The atmosphere became intense again. Some relatives leaned forward slightly. Others held their breath unknowingly. Because deep down, everyone sensed this reply carried something life-changing. Finally, your person opened the message. And the second they read those words, they completely broke emotionally in the most beautiful way possible. Not sadness. Not pain. Relief. Pure emotional relief. Their face softened instantly. Their eyes closed for a moment. And then slowly, they smiled through tears in a way nobody there would ever forget for the rest of their lives. Don't skip because this final revelation is once in a lifetime. Your person whispered quietly, almost unable to believe it themselves. They never stopped thinking about me either. The entire room became emotional after hearing that sentence. Because suddenly everything made sense. The connection. The memories. The emotions that refused to disappear. This was never one-sided. Never temporary. Never forgotten. And as the night continued, something extraordinary happened inside your person. The heaviness they carried for so long finally started disappearing. The fear that controlled them began fading away. Because last night at that family gathering, they finally realized the truth they had been running from all this time. Some connections are too powerful to break. Some people remain written into your soul no matter how much time passes. And sometimes, the moment you finally stop hiding your feelings, is the exact moment everything starts changing forever.